Hey there, Guildmasters and frontline heroes. Welcome to this explainer breaking down the massive 2026 system update for your teaching careers. Look, if you're a teacher or a school head, you already know that navigating a new school year can feel exactly like stepping into a brand new season of your favorite anime. You've got new challenges, new mechanics, and of course, a whole new set of rules to master. So today we're taking a visual, straight-to-the-point journey through the latest court issuances from the Department of Education. Specifically, we are diving deep into DepEd Orders 13 through 17. Let's get into it. Let's take a quick look at the quest board for today. We're tackling 5 major updates: the school feeding program, education in emergencies, a total revamp of classroom assessments, the liberation of lesson planning, and finally, the strengthened senior high school curriculum. All right, let's jump right into Quest 1, the school feeding program. This first order, DepEd Order No 13, is literally an HB and stamina buff for our learners. Because let's be real, you absolutely cannot level up your mind if your health bar is running low. This official lore establishes a progressive transition toward providing freshly prepared, nutritionally balanced hot meals. So the school-based feeding program, or the SBFP, isn't just a temporary patch anymore. It's now a permanent, strategic platform designed to boost nutritional status and directly support better educational outcomes. And to put the timeline into perspective, we are shifting from flexible feeding modalities right now toward a universal hot meal standard. So currently, if schools have logistical constraints, they can use a hybrid approach, a mix of hot meals and nutritious food products. But the ultimate endgame goal here? By 2030, every single SBFP beneficiary will receive a daily, freshly prepared hot meal. So you might be wondering, who exactly gets this buff? This universal feeding directive specifically targets our incoming kinder and grade 1 learners, plus our most vulnerable students from grades 2 through 6 who are classified as wasted or stunted. But it doesn't stop there. It also extends to learners who are at risk of dropping out, Indigenous peoples, and special needs education learners. And we're ensuring they get the support for at least 120 feeding days. Moving right along to Quest 2, education in emergencies. You know how unexpected events and environmental hazards are basically the sudden, unannounced boss fights of the school year? Well, DepEd Order 14 unlocks a brand new defense mechanic via a 4-stance crisis response matrix. Think of this as your elemental defense guide. We have Hayo, which is our green, safe zone for normal in-person learning. Then there's Hinai, our yellow zone for mild stress, where learning is intentionally slowed down. Hinga is the orange zone, high stress, where academic demands are heavily reduced. And finally, Hinto, that's the red zone, where safety is actively at risk, so academic learning halts entirely. What's absolutely crucial about this matrix is how it handles the pressure of testing. During higher threat levels, like Hine and Hinga, this matrix ensures that periodical exams are rescheduled. It actively prioritizes psychological safety over academic demands. If a suspension hits, you do not force the exam, you just reschedule it when you're safely back in the high-O level. Even senior high work immersion is strictly suspended during these higher alert levels. Honestly, it's a massive win for both student and teacher well-being. Next up is Quest 3, revamping classroom assessments. Let's look at how DepEd Order No 15 builds your assessment power level. Basically, this document is here to patch some persistent bugs in the old system. It specifically targets grade inflation and that old over-reliance on transmutation, which, let's face it, often weakened the credibility of the grades we were giving out. By revising the K-12 assessment guidelines, DepEd is pushing for a much fairer, more transparent, and evidence-based practice. The goal is to make sure that a student's experience points actually reflect the skills they've gained. So it ensures that the way we track learners' stats is truly formative. The core feature here is a major shift toward authentic, performance-based tasks. It's no longer just about memorizing for pen and paper tests. It's about active learner participation and utilizing multiple sources of evidence to accurately and holistically report a student's progress. All right, on to Quest 4, liberating lesson planning. Listen up, heroes, because DepEd Order number 16 is absolutely the ultimate debuff removal. For years, teachers have carried this heavy, exhausting inventory of paperwork that literally slowed down our actual teaching speed. But by repealing the older, tedious lesson plan formats, like DO42 from back in 2016, this order officially frees you from those crushing, compliance-driven administrative tasks. Just look at the difference. We are officially moving away from a rigid check-the-box chore to a dynamic, context-responsive pedagogical practice. This gives you ample time for true teaching.
The new guidelines empower you to focus on holistic learner development rather than just stressing over filling out the right forms. It is all about working smarter, not harder, and actually allowing your true instructional leadership to shine through.
Finally, we reach Quest 5, Strengthened Senior High School Curriculum. This final one, DepEd Order 17, is essentially a massive skill tree expansion for senior high. The endgame of basic education just got a major rebalance. We all heard the feedback that the old 2016 curriculum was fragmented, it was congested, and it honestly lacked flexibility. Well, this order directly addresses that by streamlining the entire senior high experience to drastically improve clarity and efficiency. The real game changer here is that learners now get expanded choices and stackable pathways. This means they can align their skills directly with actual industry needs. These enhancements are designed to equip learners with both academic and technical skills. It reinforces those foundational competencies, giving our students the exact skill tree branches they need to actually thrive, whether they're heading into higher education, employment, or entrepreneurship. So, as we wrap up this explainer, Guildmasters and Heroes, I want you to ask yourselves, how will you wield these empowering new system updates to conquer the challenges of this upcoming school year? Think about it. From boosting learner HP with hot meals to shielding them with the new crisis response matrix, leveling up your assessments, finally shedding the heavy armor of those old lesson plans, and unlocking totally new SHS skill trees, you have the tools. Thank you so much for joining me on this walkthrough of the 2026 system update. Now get out there, equip these new strategies, and have an absolutely incredible season in your schools.